What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I was binge watching YouTube and I saw a few videos of like people going back to school shopping for like college, and like a couple of videos were like you only need a laptop, or you're not supposed to have any like fun notebooks or anything like that. And I just wanted to make a video saying I completely disagree with this. So I'm going to show you in this video some few essentials that I found very helpful in school. Currently I'm in vet school, so it might be a little different for you if you're an undergrad. So I'm going to show you the first thing you're going to need, which is the laptop. This is the most important thing you're going to need in school. I used it in undergrad, in grad school, community college, everything, because a lot of professors choose to do stuff on the computers. So some of them, like right now I take tests on my computer. Before I used to take quizzes and like have homework and everything, so you're definitely gonna need a laptop. You don't have to buy a MacBook if you don't want to. So I'm very happy to have a MacBook because a lot of students have MacBooks, and that allows us to share notes and stuff using AirDrop, as well as like if you have an iPhone and an iPad, MacBook, they all sync together, so that helps a lot with having like your calendar everywhere and like notes and pictures and all of that that you're gonna need in school. So this brings me to my second thing, which is headphones. So I got these free with my MacBook, and I still think that they're have that option in the education store, so you should definitely check it out if that's something that you're looking for. Headphones are essential in school because they, like, if you're sitting in like a library or a common area or an open area, you're gonna need headphones because either it's loud or you don't want to play anything, so you can listen to music while you study or like listen to lectures and stuff like that. So it's very important. A lot of people do have AirPods, which I'm planning to get some at some point, because they're also very helpful to have just one in and like not the other one, so you can hear whatever you're playing as well as hear other people. So that's the second thing. So the third thing you're gonna need is an iPad. I did not need an iPad in undergrad. However, I do right now in vet school. I usually prefer to take either handwritten notes or notes on my laptop, but that was not really an option in grad school because it's just really fast, and there's a lot of things that they go through and you don't have time to write everything down. It's a lot easier to have like the professor's notes or slides or whatever, and then you add on to them. You take radiology, anatomy, histology, all of that stuff require you to annotate things, so you don't really have time to draw anything in class, let alone annotate it. So this is where like the iPad comes in. It also keeps things a lot more organized, in my opinion. I have all my classes in OneNote, and that just helps me a lot. Like I add review sessions and everything on there. So like if I open a class, I have everything I need for that class, all the notes, all the worksheets, everything that I can find. I have it on there. So yeah, I don't have, so I'm currently filming on my iPad, but this is what it looks like. It's just a regular iPad Pro with an Apple Pencil. The thing you're gonna need is something I did not need until I was in vet school, which is a whiteboard. So this is the whiteboard that I have. It's just a simple whiteboard with some markers. I learned something in vet school called whiteboarding when you're studying. It's just one of the methods of studying that a lot of people use because you have a lot of stuff to memorize, so it helps a lot to have a whiteboard, something just to write it on and erase it. Like, it doesn't have to be neat. There are whiteboards everywhere on school that is a study area, so libraries, open study areas, closed study areas, but sometimes it's just good to have a personal, like a small one just to write on like your desk or whatever. So I still like to write down like a lot of my studying after like classes and taking notes and stuff like that. I like to organize it, maybe like stress on the points that I don't know very well or try to explain it to myself, like writing it down. So I do need notebooks. So I have a couple of notebooks. I have more in school, but these are the ones that I currently have with me. One of them I'm actually using right now to review during the summer. So this is one of them, and then this is the other one. So I bought these notebooks last year because they were on clearance in Target. So you can have fun notebooks and fun school supplies. No one cares. That's the best thing about college, is that you're not in high school anymore. Nobody's judging you because of what you do or like what you have or how you're dressed or all of that. You can be whoever you want to be. So if you like having weird school supplies, go for it. If you like having fun school supplies, go for it. If you like having no school supplies, again, go for it. It's just whatever works for you. So to go with my notebook, I do have a pencil pouch. Again, this is from last year. I have all of, like, the pencils that I like in here, which I'll show you real fast. So I have a few colored pencils. I don't use these much, but when like something is stuck in, or I need to like a huge diagram and I want to differentiate between two types of things or something, I use these. I have this one pen which I only got for organic chemistry, believe it or not. So in my organic chemistry class in undergrad, my professor used to write all of her notes, and then we would pretty much write like whatever she's writing, and she used to color code hers, and it just helps a lot to have like a color coding. So I learned that the hard way. So I have this for organic chemistry, which I don't take anymore, but I still have it. And then I have these pencils, which are the Papermate ones. They're self-explanatory. I like these a lot. Don't like the cheap ones. They don't feel good when you're writing a lot. Trust me, you need good pencils. I also have these pens, like the Pilot G2 pens. I like the 05s. I think the 07s are just too thick for my taste, but yeah. I have these flag tabs thing. I use these to annotate in my books where like I stopped, or where a chapter is, or where I need to start next time, just to save time and like make it easier on myself. For books, I also have these highlighters. So I pretty much use these just for anatomy. In anatomy lab, we have to prepare like what we're gonna dissect the next time, and it just makes it a lot easier to highlight. Like I have two highlighters. With one I do like stuff that we need to memorize, so you're gonna learn this eventually, but like where it's like for muscles, for example, where it's coming from, where it's going, what it's doing, all of that. And then for this, I pretty much do like all of the steps that we have to do. So like dissect this, or look at that, or remove this, or whatever. So I use these. These are the ones that have like, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but these are the ones that have like the clear one. I know people say they don't make a difference, but to me they do. First of all, they don't smear, and that's very important to me. Second of all, they're really helpful to see where you're going. And then I also have post-it notes. So I went through 3 packs of these during last term. I just use them to memorize things, because for example, if I have like long lists of something, I just write it on on these and put it on the wall and just try to match them and move them and stuff like that. So by like the end of midterm week, my walls were completely post-it notes. It was crazy. So I also have these, which are like just flashcards. I like the ones that have lines. I have a folder. You do like sometimes get like loose leaf paper, so I don't have it with me currently, but I do have 2 binders, like a smaller one, like a 1-inch one, and a bigger one. The smaller one I actually ended up really needing, because in one of our labs we were given the lab papers that we have to like do every single like lab time in loose leaf, and it was like this big, so we needed to put it in a binder, because again, you don't want to lose that or misplace it. The other binder I haven't really used much, but I'm sure I'm gonna use it eventually. I left those in school. So this is what I'm gonna show you right now is the only thing I bought this year so far, which is my backpack. So I just bought this backpack online and Amazon. It's just a simple backpack. I just liked how it looked. And so you're also gonna need one of these. This is an external hard drive. If you do have a MacBook, you're gonna need this because MacBooks tend to not have that much gigabytes in them. And you're gonna have a lot of stuff saved, notes, PowerPoints, everything. So you will eventually end up needing one of these, as well as a portable charger. This again, so helpful. It's gonna save your life if you're studying really late or you're out all day. This is very important. I do have a stapler. It's just a little stapler. I have one with me back there. I just wanted to show you. Like it's like this one. It's just a different color, but it's just helpful to have it. You never know when you're gonna need it. So the next things I'm gonna show you are not really school supplies. It's just stuff that I recommend having. You're gonna, if you're going to grad school specifically, but also any school, you're gonna have a lot of talks in school about mental health, and it's very important to take care of yourself mentally. School can get pretty rough, so if you're just getting out of high school, just watch out. And be prepared. If you're going to grad school, again, be prepared. If you're going to study abroad, it just adds a whole new, it's exciting and everything, but it adds a whole new challenge to being in university. So these are things that I have personally for me. If I'm just showing it to you guys, just for you to have some ideas. If you do end up like wanting something like this, and you thought like, oh no, nobody uses stuff like that. So enough rambling. So this is my journaling Bible. It's heavy, it's a weight, but I need it. It helped me a lot last term, and I really am glad that I took it with me, and I'm planning to take it with me this time too. I also have just a regular journal. I've had this for a few years now. It's not full yet because I forgot about it for a year and a half, but I took it with me during school, and trust me, it was amazing. I have like every week of school, like first week, second week, when I went to the beach for the first time, when I got my white coat, when I went and did the physical exam on horses or cows. I ended up watching Endgame when I was back there, and I have like the movie stub and a picture of us all like watching it. It's really fun memories. It also helps take the edge off when you have problems, because you're not always gonna have like your best friend with you or something like that. So you need to know, like, you need to have a safe place to let out your feelings, so that they don't affect you more and they don't affect your schoolwork. So that's something I've had. And to go along with those two, I have this notebook, which has like colored pencils, colored pens, calligraphy pens, which I just bought. I didn't have those last year, but I bought them just for these things, and like regular pens. Believe it or not, I did need the colored pens for classes, so you never know what you're gonna need. Again, these like last couple things are not essentials. They're not something that you have to have, but they did help me a lot. And to go with those things as well, I do have a photo printer. Again, for the memories, I like attaching pictures. It helps a lot. I have something to look forward to. Every week doing like just sitting down, writing what I remember of the week, printing out the pictures, like putting them, drawing and stuff like that. It helped me a lot. And again, something I highly recommend everybody doing. I also saw a video where somebody said that don't buy a lanyard, you'll never need it. I have a lanyard. It's from school. My school gave it to me. I didn't have to buy it, but if they hadn't given it to me, I would have bought one because I would have needed it. This is just my ID. We need to show this every time we go into school. Again, because I am studying abroad, so it's not the same thing. But we do need to show this every time we're going into school, and so having it on lanyard is pretty essential. So that's something to keep in mind. Just look at your school, ask people. Don't be afraid to be yourself. You're never gonna say, oh, I wish I wasn't myself, but you are gonna say, oh, I wish I was. So just be yourself. Bring like the school supplies that you like. As long as you're doing your work and you're kind and nice, who cares? Alright, so that's it for me. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe to see more. If you have any questions, do comment them down below. If the comments are disabled, just message me on Instagram. I will be happy to answer. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.